This is the Frontline Special Edition. Folks, welcome back to the Frontline. Ghana Speaks up next. Now, last Monday, me ya DB na let mame sai emu mu kakra na fi yinra dwumadienim. Se mobekaya na me tu NDC ni MPP for no for. Wakonya mutumi exploit the human labor. Mu use nipa and mobilizing nipa. Freedom Edward Mukoye campaign vigorous one o na mu wia mu ignore sa ankrofo na MPP ni NDC mu di forward sa adiwe mo na bonikesia etise ni mi hu bida ena minim why so ntia mo akukudura mu de sa adiwe MPP NDC continuously ignoring your support base after elections is getting out of hand. And I will tell you people say the earlier better mube jai sa adeno. Munyai. Monday na me kasa asemwe. Na ubehwe say campaign time. Anybody bebre ayo madwene say look oh ye kra no. Ya bre. Now so for the purposes of say either there will be a change of government. With a change of government, also hoping, say, change of government comes with change of what? Better in economic conditions. And in Nepal, they don't even care. Say, can you imagine, say, even to the extent, say, disabled, sabin prediasa. Woman Timmy, yes, so active to that of, say, yen one sabi and sunny and nine. Now so much no ye dia hubeji mubi mami ye picture inchiramo mo fa pictures ni screen is mama e mami say sad nipa wenum edom ho gi campaign mu eye campaign wie na afi ye wie a edwuma kakra na mo bepede amom mo so mo sakoma no na o metimi aye no na mo ignore mo ina adentina mo yesa. Can I have the pictures MC a mo ye ntem mami me dream just say I saw this thing and me bisa say hey na say na motie just say mutrimu dia to the extent say people who do not have what it takes to move in and out like we full-fledged say nyankopon adom ye won sane na ye betimi aye no na omodo omho gimu bi wi a afi mu si disabled cry you don't want to even look at their faces bone be di ntina mo yesa. Can I have the pictures on the screens, guys? Me dream who dream say MPP ni NDC. Why? Adena mo ya asemo hia me pa o. Then we are bra. Regional Ekanisen chairman for constituency chairman for branch chairman for puto hwegum dan kwansiri mu na mo ignore mu na. Aden, why are you people so heartless? NPP, NDC. Mami on what screen is me person did enemy na abechiremo but I was so consistency oh no wo o sha tare o sha NDC pa o wa boa MPP so pain NDC so pay ayawa so constituency no wo no okwohwehwe member of parliament no a na nipa na egu office afọ member of parliament enya de obetimi hu na ne o sa wo mu sene mu ni, but at the end of the day during the campaign time no they need her assistance o mu hia ne na ye adwuma anya kura no a ontimi ennanti friends entem so no so sebe o wa no de kasa. Can you imagine say when we egu ha and there are lots of disabled so mugu menwa, thousands of disabled during the election time you go and seek their votes. You go and seek their vote. We have thousands and thousands of kaya here for. Wait, mami or the screen is what we are disabled for. We are that way. Uni baby ano omoko. They were on the boat going to Volta region. Mami no that one. What it? Oh, other than mami one can tell any mama. So no. Woman na ye disabled for no mugu boat in omoko. All of them. Volta region ho baby. Akwaye campaign. Na se mu wia na se bi imprediasa mutimu be ye dia wo nipa so a woni so a se bi imprediasa wo disabled for edien sen no mbedi enti aye was so constituency mami o da we oho no wo, and I know many of you were constituency mu nim no. Do you know how many times you watch kwan oba obi enu why ready so be fi obi a na adan me feel say na some me kaka barafi me told na reporter eba na say more deeper than I know. Who be say mato aba na wi. The same thing and abato no so a na mo nam street no so all over the principal streets. Dear na mo ye, you are talking to the car here for na mo de 100 Ghana question show mo nsem 50 Ghana question show mo nsem moto aba ni wi ya pe o na mo jaw mo nsem go back to the street. MPP and so if look, I am being provoked to say things I don't have to say. Many time. I'm telling you people. So Afimu say when the market women start invading the pavements now, most you know, let's go and attack them and take them there. You are so silly. MPP and NDC. You are very silly. Nanya sama ebeden and a man for emegu ekroma hwe the we are Nigerians, particularly the Igbo for ebegu amene asemo eya to ye no enya asem ketwa wasi asemo ati say impenifo na moto manim MPP ni NDC no matter how mobile power and mo dwene mo yerenom na mo man mo girlfriends and e come Ghanaians and fam ho. Look at how mo de on mine to chacha. The way I mudi on mine to chacha. What was it? Come on. It's so sad enough, isn't it? Isn't it so sad? Your leadership are always thinking about how they apparently will have bread and butter. So what nonsense is this? And then I'm going to say, and I'm going more days. And then Ghana Japadio, Yene Yachichane Kakran. But this is how heartless and wicked all of you move to me. MPP ni ndis mujuma mudi ano no sa mfu akwa. Now the Frontline show tonight continue with this special edition tonight with title The Apocalyptic Warpath Between Ghana and Igbos of Nigeria, The Rising Tension. Won't say about won't say leaders in your own so my animals also my your political leaders, they are quite animals in nature. Now we say Igbo for na growing on Mudie. Have you seen how the Igbos women are brave? Today I've watched about 2 videos. Igbos in Nigeria saying yeah, they are waiting for one thing. They are waiting for one thing. Animals in nature. What the Ghana see her and I'm the Ghana to chacha. All the Ghana and this impede for some are quiet. The government of John Mahama, you are quiet. Talk to Ghanaians. There's a groundswell. Me say, come out and talk to Ghanaians. You are playing with the lives of Ghanaians. How dare you people? I'm really not in good health, but I'm being provoked to speak this way to you people because you are selling the soul and the sovereignty of this nation to foreigners, and you don't even care. Now, making show tonight. We want to investigate a rising tide one that some believe could reshape the face of Ghana forever. Yeba this Adrian, a dear binim susu say, a bit to me your main home for the rest of your lives. Make us say, at least there is also what we know, say, about saying 231 Nigerians have been what? Deported back to Nigeria as far as human trafficking are concerned. How? 231. Me anytime they make video not there. But 231 Nigerians have been deported back. All because of what? Human trafficking. How did they get here? The same useless, foolish Nigerians and I do boys be good. At the end of the year, then Sakawa and in Nassau. Now until say this Nigeria, I don't give a hook of anything anybody will tell me. Say, oh, Kwaku, you are preaching hate and xenophobia. Absolutely nonsense and foolishness. Yet your baby young be shemuye. The TNS DBA Ghana, any day, Yahoo. Internet fraud, the air cost nara. Nigerians they be introduced to them, Ghana and Memua, and it Nasefo and Bebre, one boys no move, especially Kohe, Swedru Honomani Adi, and also for him. Now, Ghana paying for, two about every 4 years, and you don't seem to get the sense of no, we need to reverse this trend. We need to reverse this trend. But folks, before I touch base, check this. Our mainstream, before I touch base, our mainstream issue we want to interrogate would be what? Why the Ghanaian media silence on the Igbo issue? When we say media in our common, the entire media in Ghana, I can mention their names, all of them. Radio stations say what Ghana, from Kumasi to Hafasini to Accra. When we say all the radio stations in our common, animals in nature, as if say it's not an issue enough. And a pebia would tear radio so listen, and more over to station and so on. As if we've not spoken enough about these useless political parties, MPP, NDC issue. As if we've not spoken enough. Yet we have a deadly issue. This is like a deadly python ready to pounce on us. And the radio station are quiet. They are all quiet. Ready so this is like a tide, a storm, roaring like a lion, ready to devour. And the radio stations are quiet. They don't want to talk. Yeah. Ube Bienu and NDC and MPP. Ube Bienu still they are talking about Ablikumanov. As if Ablikumanov in yes na Kotwaba. Meanwhile, Ubebi says, how many days, weeks, months, years have we not spoken about all of this? MPP and this one Pebidema Ghana and down, Ghana and down. How many years no on person developing Ghana? Bunch of crooks and criminals and thieves and good for nothing. Now, me say so jeni betri to Ghana. We don't yame. More than one time, me say so jeni betri to. No hona mubehu. Politician, mube jani munemu mrika wa memu ha. What breaking news was Central Region. Yes, say constituency chairman ne hwan. Womo de sie ni wo ho. Regional chairman, constituency chairman, NDC, womo de sie ni wo ho. Tete nipa tete to wirem kwaye mesrem imipom mube me so mu de munya botre. Hey. You people think we are joking here. And this your man I will always continue to warn you politicians. Say, power belongs to the people. I swear to God, move Ghanaian for Jubilee House. Ana, Shamunya members are Ghanaians in Ankasan Tinsimu. San MPP for some motion so. But when Ghanaian give you people the opportunity, do what the people want. At least, yeah, can say before I go on, folks, Munya ni ready, mommy. And it has taken one politician who I respect so much, and also a brother, Hassan Ayariga of the APC. Then why he calls the arrest of this Igbo guy who is here foolishly talking rubbish. No, why you lucky say, fitting Monday basina Kwaku, I'm not mentiapo, but a free or china they commanded and me a jebia me be sanye gumo sono. You think we are joking? Hassan Ayarga caused the arrest of this Igbo man. And he was arrested. Munye picture nemra. when he was sitting at the National Security Office, yeah, but no, all konuni madem. Okofa the Nigerian High Commission and ordini dineti and a High Commission eya diana e kodru baby ne fidi akwai or jinewu. Afidi o say sune menyo hini biom. The Igbo guy Chukwudi Jude now denounced he's not no more a king. Also on besi ahinkro enankanti webenya na wabetra na hingwam no adenden why so your hene. Munye picture namra guys, you are wasting time. This is why Chukwudi, he should come out and deny it. Bunch of rocks. This is the time, at the time I know national security on see one. Not where Bema enough for on fire Chinese city so was see some qua on fire Chinese city so say yeah or Iboni. I didn't sound phone no. And this guy has managed to almost coerce most of our politicians in this country. Onu mu na nyanyansa wo so bi into office jamono ani onu asebi obi ntimi monitor so eno so ase ne sen yeti aye krom mensu yire e ba be yire yen what be da ena na mande mi bisam no ye betimi anya Zulu nipa mana betra say look, if he wants to make himself a leader of the Igbos, hallelujah, obi enu ni asem, but to come and crown yourself e wo wakunwem say wo ye ohene. Ah, no, sao hineno. Ya gazeto, what bodam, you are sick. Ghanaians, rise up. And we are going to charge the atmosphere in the coming days. And for the government, it's up to you. National Security, Minister for Interior, Mutaka, be quiet. Muntraho, na bedroom pempeso, some bit me rule Ghana, move shadia. Some acte. Emma yen shebe bia ye de akwa we asembesi. Hey brother, I swear God. Me say Ghana munkum, the government mu de mu behu. The volcanic eruption on the ground. And Ghanaians, maminka we ansem refi. There are multiple demonstrations at Eba. Ghana ni bia at the range of hearing my voice for wuji mubi. Now folks, when we say media no, why I quiet. Some media for na kwasiampa for no mum no so my din they are quiet. Some of them loud noise, but tonight also many of them my shut up. Now folks, despite rising concerns among selections of the public, mainstream media in Ghana has largely avoided in-depth coverage or open debates on the growing Igbo presence and the tensions surrounding it. This silence may not be what? Accidental. Come on, no tum no accidental do no. And this, I may say, is most unfortunate, regrettable, and despicable enough. I am told some journalists have already stuck their neck out there in support of the Igbo kingdom to be established in Ghana. And I say this is most repugnant. This is most what? Repugnant, ridiculous, most repugnant, ridiculous, and ludicrous. Ridiculous and ludicrous, to say the least. Journalists living so matete. So omo support say yensi kingdom. Igbo for ni nsi omo kingdom. Omo bodam, they are sick. They are sick. Omo yare. If you know some of them, tell them I said. Omo yare. The only journalists are machine one. Oh, me bombing man. Hey, if you pokua of Neat FM so if you why are there? Once a while me TB man any are there. But if you so nim so my sister. If you pokua pe and if you raise the angle fundamentally to do with the law. I have spoken to a lot of lawyers. Some of them will speak in the coming days. And of course they will tell Kwaku, Oko kan ye chieftaincy ina ye be any hosa. Into until says a Ghana and Penifono, I di omo to omo sha there. Said dia no mo gio, nobody knows. Namu media for us a radio station. Now all the pressure no a good social media no so. Useless people. The minimum say they are NDC, MPP, as if the omuye. Nani me real me say. Na monka say our parties ni me so. What do you think they have to offer? Party no tia kunya so NDC no crown no crown no. Ne 10 in office no crown no. Or about 3 years to go. And so still, and people people are still fighting for say, oh, and ye ba, ye be say, and a Ghana for your humbeton, a siasam kwa humbeton or kwan benso. One more be papa bia 33 years, wouldn't have they offered that opportunity me your hontoy. A crown for NDC MPP ni mumpeni for a crown for criminals. Womunya Mahama crunch, womunya Mahama NDC for womunya Mahama and they are Mahama say all government appointees obia was slash on few so I've heard many of them. Now the next on the agenda is why chiefs in Ghana are keeping quiet on the Igbo issue. Traditional authorities in Ghana, especially chiefs, are often the first line of defense omega when it comes to land, culture, and community matters. Yet, in the face of rising public concern over the rapid settlement of influx of some Igbo migrants, many chiefs have chosen silence. Ahemfo so a monso me describe me say moye the last line of defense omega. Assembly bar because abayo te power crony to me. The power in terms of land is vested in the chiefs. Etimo ahemfo go omemu from a pier atoya ane matisi esi Igbo fo ne begu ha womo fom nsase bi ni adinamika say womo ton nsase all regional capitals and district na ahemfo wo memu ha ahemfo na woni ma de woma sem eye me wonwa pa eye the Ghana state and some elders. Look, some elders of the Ghana state are really worried about what is going on. And some of the elders also of the Ghana state are stupidly, foolishly selling their what? Their birthright, and they will never be cared. They will never be bothered. A Jimmy Fobi elders anymore. One more my drinking yet, you must woman. Today be a bekasa akasa ni die tia sebe nkrafo ni binom. Samudia munya teku say ya pe teku kake. Or mine so betting ye in the whole house. No free fear no the amount said no meda bontain. Oh, said be a disaster need di sabi. Ye ni animal craft only be. And so yes, I assembly here. Some elders of the Ghana state are really worried of the trend. They are worried about this tide, which is sooner rather later will consume all of us. But check the trend. Some of the elders of the Ghana state were also as if though Igbo fono eyomoden na matise ebikika some useless talk over there. You think we don't know your history? Listen, if you want to really trace the traditional antecedents of the Gans and the Nigerians, we know say no. The Gans have a tie with the Yorubas, and that's absolutely incontrovertible. The Gans have more ties with the Yorubas, pretty much more than Igbo for, and that is the truth. That's the fact. No, be able trans. The Igbos are our DNA. Of course, some who kind of say, "Minyun to me say Igbo for ne bahana. Woma ba aha abe pim and crafo mani bi. Emono ma wo. And this is sabri there. Jamubeti I say you have to allow them to integrate into the Ghana community. And yes, Anna, if then it only makes sense to me. But from the historical antecedents, you know, the Ghans have been well traced to Yorubas. Yeah. And but you know what? This Yorubas who said no, the whole Ghana, when we check all the chieftaincy moves, you know, and Crawford who said they have what you call a divided front. It's the Ghana people. Until now, they've begun to what? Sowing their, alliances. And they want to cause a major, alliance within. And then 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 decades now, the alliance history will spell doom for all of us. And then I'm here. Now, the elders of the Ghana state Nibia, indeed an apologist to your own Ghana state. Now, I have not heard any chief spoken except Brewer chief, no remember no so another time. Again, I am also expecting say the Ghana chief and our government check. A friend is saying, Nitaki Tekuchuri, if I'm right. Of course, the private name near Kevin. Kevin knows me so well. I know him so well, he knows me so well. Maybe young you. But I tell you, I have contributed significantly to that of Ehinia Mwesinwahe. Munkobi Sano. Go and ask him. Me, I'm a fancy boy. But Munkobi Sano, the Mubiaye, at the Abua Mugan State. But I know sometimes I share some elders of the Ghana State. Me say, Munimuhuni Baku say, you are so shameful and despicable to your own Ghana State. Sure, I did be a man with whom elders need one. Mommy, mama, a small history about something that happened. How many years ago? Now, munim from me say before Utra Weja, from Weja, not just a Wedru Tetegu, from Tetegu all the way stretching to where? To Bebia West Hills, friend saying shop right here away. Sa honi na Bebia West Hills for shop no one. Ye fro ho Dunkona. And folks, guess what? Oh, Sasas Yantam way. Nina belongs to the Jamestown people. All right? Yeah, go and check. Sasas senior Jamestown for there. Now you know what? Years back, Jamestown for ton Sasas way at the Masniti, and that was the era of why Kojo Abebio the fifth. Now late. One more ton Sasas in the Muriano. Shadi omusan koye yo. Some of these Ghana elders, vast land at the developers. And the developers and so on checks. No me then. Womoko ekotons as in the nipe ekotons as on in yasam gitu. Snake for show for a while. Then at a point, Snake for say no. Their lands have been encroached largely, and if care is not taken, and idea Snake for the Babeno, a bini dia koda uno buy ye can waseni. They were coming to do a massive development. Ewa is going to be a big village, schools, universities, everything. A big one. From Tetegu, Edeko, West Hills, and beyond, all the way upwards, down the sea shore. Udra sewa, uresrowa, epodaho, epo eda from yeah. No, me chom what tuntons as ni na edi ama hwanem. Private developers. That could na snake for say enough is enough. And a snake for Eddie bulldozer, a big general site or woman bude be a good form. Woman spare one building. Snake for him they are making. At that time, not one put on a snake for facility fence manager. I think one Mr. Bempon. Woman buni negumu. Then the private developers formed an association called Dunkona Association. Kwaku bodam for me. And on this house, me 2 minutes. Me mobilizing media men, cause site to work or hey, in the investigation, at that time, Kufo was the president, and the minister for lands and natural resources was Professor Phoebe. I think that he's still alive. Now me call Professor Phoebe when I'm catching say, Prof, as someone be yanjini at the assembly, and also Kweku, all the stakeholders must meet. And I mobilize all the stakeholders, SNIT, for by Lands Commission for by fence and Kojo Abebio the fifth, on also Nimcroft for Enso by any court transfer. Then Professor Phoebe declares the whole vast land must be remeasured. Iranum, as long as me catch me traso. Ye measure sasni we ya. SNIT 4 papers near Kojo Abebio the fifth, almost papers near Yanko check no. Not just say Kojo Abebio LDC womu share me tons as woma tons as na kra ton womu so mu obi wom yenkohwe no mu de na wom no woma ton wie kra san den I encroach snake for de no so more than 100%. Afi womu no mu si hwe den na mbetimi an ye bubu nkrofo dan. What do you think should be the remedy? And I have to go and speak to the snake for say no womu so mu ye Ghana for enti unim. And Cheyeka and West Hills Embassy Hall, you wouldn't have seen that area like that or snitty for one beautiful planner. It would have remained the biggest estate in the whole of Africa. I'm telling you guys. And Nania Senokra Hanim Nebesi is had and it says Eden Heights was at the end. Yeah. Snit had a different roadmap. No. So, Ninara, some elders of this Ghana state. Irresponsible elders, irresponsible responsible men. Mu sika no mani abre. Say keke. Ye di sika to me the tomo. You are valueless and absolutely costless. And it was there. Ocean Kraha. Yeah, can say the whole of Greater Accra from north, south, east, and west. Check. One way be go ahead na yes, sebi. Asante for. Kwaku Annan and the rest. Ni ya spread the goods. Bisa se enkranfo na nkasa na ha eyo mo de no mo ye pio mu ne kogu nsuo na no and ye pio mu ko nsuo no sooner rather later wo me enter punu mu. Mo hu madwene said the mo elders ni bi mu sidwen. You are not even thinking about the future leaders. So when we say Igbo for ne buy them, they've managed to split the leadership of the Ghana state. And this Igbo man we ebetimi akọ ekodi homowo ewa ha ade be na oba ha nso ayesi sei enim ne yade ade. As no me again, Senate for the Korea and say now we have to compel force Senate to regularize all the developers. What your friend is saying, yeah, assassin so, and so developers have to go back and pay some money to Senate near regularize mom no more and sign quarter more die so, and that was the end of case. Me Kwaku, as I say back we say, it made me hope because I don't need it, but at least. We serve humanity. We serve people. It is services to God and country. We serve me. Oh, Kwaku will give you this and I'm saying how much. And I never was ready to major masasi be crowd IBB. Me here. But at least and then Crawford had Tom. Me kai one time be a me koda kulebu. Na me kodru on a doctor na ko him. O John or him say yeah. No easy. Here you are. Or hear me beyond. I'm simple. Dear ye was a CBA no home. Emphasis what the whole. Papa Bonio Ubicha. Etimu elders of the Ghana state. Mo jeje uncle for so one of you na say for no. You are helping to grow a Frankenstein monster one day will live to eat all of you. I will only say one thing, that this is most regrettable, shameful, disgraceful. It is abundantly clear some of our chiefs have entered into some private land deals with foreign nationals, including Igbos, making it difficult to publicly criticize the same groups they have profited from. Others fear political backlash or being accused of criticizing tribal tensions or whatever, which could also undermine their authority or attract national scrutiny. Bebre mu believe say moye sa no a yebeka say na say I am for na makama no atum. The Ministry of Chieftaincy, why are you quiet? The Minister for Chieftaincy, you are quiet. Can you speak? Come and speak to Ghanaians. And let's quickly demystify whether or not this guy Tam kakro mtimeti me about sa tape na mamo. Now, on Monday, the Frontline show played a video, and Chukwudi Jude was seen and heard loud and clear, lay down his questionable plans, his quest to expand the territorial space of the Igbo's presence in Ghana. And folks, this is where the troubles of Ghanaians and Igbos, of course, can be emphasized. Did you hear me? Me say this is where the nerve center, the epicenter of where the troubles of Ghanaians and this Igbo's presence in Ghana can be emphasized. Actually, say, DNAC wo sa video no. Papa no laid down the roadmap. Roadmap no nya me na make us so. He was the one talking. Ediana no waka. By the way, obetimi akọ Kenya, Zimbabwe, Nigeria ho. Na ukodru wa say me na me ye Kwaku Annan na me na me be represent mfantefo mo Igbo ha say nti. Timaba me be den. For the purpose of clarity, I want us to watch this video one more time. And this video, a transcript of the video, and we will we would dare or no Chukwudi to come out and answer questions. Take a listen to this video one more time and listen clear. Watch this.
Igbo market will represent there. Igbo school will be built there. We will create transport section there also. We will create what we call Ezigbo garden. In Igbo language, you call it Mbala Ezigbo. Ezigbo garden meaning where We create about 4 plots of land. We use 4 plots of land for that, for Igbo garden, where we're gonna plant yam, plant all the trees, all the leaves you can get in Igbo land. Okwa, ube, akubeke, mtoroba, oha, we're gonna also plant yam there. We'll plant ube there. We'll plant all these things so that at the time of New Year Festival of Igbo, we'll go to the Mbala there. We'll go to the garden there to get our New Year Festival. Being there, you will see that yes, and this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and buy property. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land to build your dream house. We're also going to build tall buildings of maybe 6th floor or 7th floor. We'll sell them flat by flat, and we will have a single entrance in this Igbo village. When you come in there, you know you're coming into Igbo village in Ghana. From there, Igbos will expand.
I want to say thank you to the people of Ghana, from traditional rulers to the queens to the government of Ghana. If Ghana did not give us the opportunity to do well, to establish Igbo.
What you assume? Minibre, but in the coming days we interrogate it because you have a transcript of it. Now listen. Or see, Igbo markets will represent the Igbo. School would be what? Built there. We will create what? Transport section there also. We will create what we call Izigbo garden. Izigbo garden. Tienye. In Igbo language, we call it Bibisa Nimala Zigbo. Or say Izigbo garden, meaning where we create about 4 plots of land. We will use 4 plots of land for that, for Izigbo garden, where we gonna plant yam, plant all the trees, all the leaves you can get in Igbo land, nkowa, ube, akeke, entrowa, or whatever. Minim sentroba no person or candy, I don't know which of them. Kakani na boom. Also, we plant yam there. We will plant enkpe there. We will plant all these things so that at the time of the new Yam Festival of Izigbo, we will go to the Imala there. We will go to the garden there to get our new yam. Being there, you would see that, yes, this Igbo village in Ghana, every Igbo man all over the world have right to come there and and buy property. Either, and buy what? Property, underline the word. Either you want a plot of land or 2 plots of land and build your dream house. Absolutely foolishness and stupidity. How dare you? How dare you? Wo nyansa no Ghanaian and moon crafon tia wonu Igbo ni ba no abeji asase no wia afedie ono be try say Igbo fo no ombe fifi amanone abaram if ekwan be mu a mebo sa group no mo say from ekulenu so whatever they call themselves, United Brothers no wa hwa ade ono be tonton sase nto ono invariably is becoming a landlord here in Ghana. Who does that? Can you go to South Africa to do those nonsense? Who bet me? But my main transcript to into for ene. Still on Monday, another video footage also exposed the Igbos. It exposed what? The Igbos' idiosyncrasy and their real human nature of them, which raises sharp concern and alarming. Monday no sumi bo video bi kiremo. Na sa video no ye hwan nom. Eno nso ye kwan a obroni bi why so obsessed with the Igbo for and wo bi sa Igbo pani bi say na mu no mu ye hwan. Enkomo no answer ben na Igbo ni de ma abroni no. Sa tie ni biom. Take a listen to this.
One thing I've noticed, Premier, while I've been here, is that Northerners seem to have, I might almost call it, obsession about the Igbos. Could you perhaps explain that to me?
Well, the Igbos are more or less the type of people whose desire is mainly to dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year they will try to emerge as headman of that camp, and so on.
Tie, answer no de ma bruni my transcript wa na tia small can say. Well, the Igbos are more or less, they are more or less type of people whose desire is merely whose desire, woman desire no is to what? Dominate everybody. If they go to a village, to a town, they want to what? Monopolize everything in that area. What is it? One, they want to what? Dominate. Two, monopolize everything in that area. If you put them in a labor camp as a laborer, within a year, they will try to what? Emerge as what? Herdsman or herdsman of that camp, and so on. So, and it just what do amoya den? Echo baby to say a phone so munya juma. We need better than a phone or maginina. One more beji phone or beji them. No, okay. What a mebaso Friday. Now, show. Let's also watch a group of elite Igbo group called themselves United Brothers Association. It's a pan-Igbo social, cultural and business network club. Visited Chukwudi. Womonso ba Ghana, no mo besra no. E dey na e course e wa Labadi Beach. Watch this carefully. Take a listen.
Trendybeats.com. Oh yeah, yo. I just be for no dogu when I pull it, and I pull it. I just be for no dogu when I pull it, and I pull it. I just be for no dogu when I pull it. Let's show face. You better work, you better work. Let's show face. You better work, you better work. Watch out. If any 100 carats, swagging up Poco, and when me 100%, catch a lip on my cassette. Chief freeze the ball too much and use your Jebana net. If I dipolate, measure Katata, Dikage, I knock on one net ticket, just a solo boys if I get it. Yeah, a banji straight cash, a million laser, con shop, if any in neighbor, only Jiku, you need. Like that.
Yeah, this is a clear display of their what? Cultural dominance. And when the elite Igbo groups around the world, no market come no, and they are gradually making a landfall over here. But Ubisa said, where are the elders of the nation? Where are they? Where are the elders? Now you know what? We are tracking him more than he knows. Yeah? Obetimi di sika ekorura MPP mu. Obetimi di sika ekorura NDC, we don't give a heck. Now NDC MPP, listen. Semu nim na man hwe ne ye. Semu nim na man hwe nyoma bi ye. Na mo free semu betumi agege papa we. Ta. Emma waba be a Frankenstein monster on our necks. Already Medin can sign a warning, a caution say power doesn't belong to NDC for. There be power near the amount say mon share or minus so. But meaning very well. Power belongs to the people. Na ebrene soa. Se ebrene be soa, na ebrene so soa. Ona mu be hu say you would even get more NDC for amodu omu na akokoto aba, but ombe tie ewo mo so, and we will chase a lot of mumpenifo out of town. Muni Igbo for ni na. Yes, we will chase all of you out of this country. And tonight, I am concluding by saying, so look, we are going to have multiple demonstrations across all regional capitals in the coming days. At least on the 19th of July, and then demonstration kese ba ko be koso Kumasi ne other places. Accra bi be koso. Yes. Ghana ni bia baby a wo biara fa hoji mu bi. Se Ghana mpedifo ni ye ready so mekasa. If the media is refusing to talk, if the chieftaincy ministry and ahimfo mo menim mo pese mo kama no tumu a, Ghanaians the America chairman, take power into your own hands. Oh yes, at least tonight I will commend the leader of APC, Ora Hassan Ayarga. Oh come on, him, he's a brother. We've spoken length. Bona basu ye papa for taking that swift. Now, one no event is saying Nigeria High Commission is a finance in here. Masa, Ubisa said Nigeria High Commission, more presence were Ghana and if the Nigerian High Commission owns a scripture mechanical, Utie Papa no Kasa, he is strictly for the Igbo people and not for the entire Nigerian nationals. That in itself is also what you call segregation. And why would he resort to segregation? The rest of Nigerians in Yomde. Now, Mika say 231 Nigerians have been repatriated back on the heels of what? Human trafficking. I mean, what kind of nonsense is this? What kind of Namun crap for elders nibina mugu anwo? Bow your heads in shame. You are disgraced to the God state, and you are disgraced to your own stool. Are you happy to see that Igbo man or Baba establish what? Ni throne. To have what? A rift with your throne. Adam na mabo anase sikanga kraka na yedemamo no. Sika kraka na yedemamo. Oh say when you you are so shameful. Now in the coming days, ye ba behwe ahimfo a mo akasa ene mo amon kasa ene mo so as so far mente yewura me ame wofa sante ne mente se wakasa yewura ajima bedu owo Bono state mente se wakasa mikrom hene ogwa hene mente se wakasa na emom mate se briwa hene kasa wo ho tutu ayampia binim ne ade e wo ho mate se wakasa the God state mente se gamanche wakasa na emom some elders unscrupulous rocks elders bi gu ho womo kasa because of kakra mbedi no kofio kakra mbedi onima guaso oh moyenim guasefo buy your heads in shame. At least even in Krahampo no monhwe se twifo beje monsa asi na afa enimpo ya asem enimpo no e asefem emamo na nkantim se matnase ema fidie amanfrafo ebesi wo mahinkro no masi esi wo mahinwa e wo ha against that of Momahinkro and Mahingwa. When you say, Ghanaians, wake up! Choboy! Wake up! Ghana belongs to all of us. Great, folks. Welcome back. And of course, the Frontline Show, Ghana Speaks Extension. Bidimu see her Friday. Babe Mamo. The part 3 of it. Minimum we want to hear government. 2, we want to hear our chiefs in this country speak. And ye person who say, I feel papa no because you didn't run national security on. I also on one your so pe kwa ye bukrafa wo panties and then face wo e bema mu a. But when you bema, but me bomb so say Friday na ma senya more energy cause Monday there na me ngina yi. Momon pie I need the prayer. I need the prayers of the saints. I need the prayers of the saints. Great. Folks, me the musia channel so say the Frontline, of course, brought to you by Biogas Expert for the Omokacho and the Bombodiana Beje or Masas Nibiwate. I feel so Omoba BCC dan come on. A dan ya BCC $150,000, I guess. Of course, Odun Wujima.